What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. How in the heck is everybody doing? Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to talk about the 5 things I hate about my Kawasaki Z650. Alright guys, let's talk about the 5 things I hate about my Kawasaki Z650. First of all is the bars. As you can see here, the bars are a little bit close and the angle is a little bit tight. So when you're riding, it feels a little bit like your shoulders are trying to be pinched and the bars are just a little bit close together. Yeah, as you can see in this video here. I wish they would have done the bars a little bit wider and a little bit straighter to give it a little bit more ergonomics. Now, I understand why they did that based on the seating position of the bike, but certainly they could have raked the bars back a little bit and made them a little bit wider. I think that would have made the ergonomics just that much better. I think the ergonomics are great, as you saw in my things I love about the bike video. The bars are something that just bug me a little bit. The second thing I don't like, and this goes with any naked bike and any bike without a windshield, is the wind. And the seating position on this bike is that to where you're leaning just slightly forward, so the wind is really pressing you on the chest and sitting on you like an elephant. So says my buddy James. And so that's the best representation that I can tell you is how this bike feels in particular when you're going down the highway at speed 65 plus, is you get a tremendous amount of wind on your chest. And with this little windshield that's on here, you also get a lot of buffeting on your helmet. So that is a definite downside. There's not much you can do other than getting like an oversized windscreen, but I definitely wouldn't take that away that it's, you know, obviously a naked bike and you're going to get some of that wind resistance when you're riding at speed. The third thing that I'm not so pleased about is the power and torque numbers on this bike compared to its competitor, the MT-07. This bike has 68 horsepower and 48 foot-pounds of torque. Now, you would say 48 foot-pounds of torque, that's nothing. That's pretty bad, actually. Well, really, it doesn't feel like that low of torque number. Once you get on it and really start riding this bike, the way they built the power band out feels really solid, and you feel like you have plenty of power within every gear, but it is down quite a bit to the MT-07's 73 horsepower and 50 foot-pounds of torque. So with MT-07, you get 5 more horsepower and 2 foot more pounds of torque. That doesn't sound like a whole lot, but certainly you can feel the difference when riding the two back to back. The fourth thing I don't like about this bike is the soft suspension. Now, I know what you're going to say. You said, Urban Moto, in the last video that you talked about the 5 things you love about this bike, you said the suspension was nice and soft and it felt good. Yes, that's true. But when you're taking corners on this bike, it can be a little bit soft. I think, for me, personally, I like a little bit stiffer suspension, especially on a bike like this. So definitely the suspension could be a little bit firmer. And the last thing that I don't like about the Z650 is the vibration. Now, anybody who's looked at the Z650 is going to know exactly what I'm talking about or has ridden a Z650. At speed, anywhere between 3,000 and 5,000 RPMs, you're going to get a pretty heavy vibration on this bike, from the tank feel to the pegs to the bars. Now, the bars aren't quite as bad as the tank vibration and the peg vibration. You'll really feel those vibrations when you're in that power band between 3,000 and 5,000 RPMs. It vibrates substantially, and not like a low frequency vibration. I'm talking about a high frequency vibration that can numb your feet out and numb your butt out super fast. And if you're a guy riding this bike and the tank is the vibrating part of it, I think you know where I'm going with this. It will make you uncomfortable in areas that you just don't want to be uncomfortable in after an extended period of riding. The vibration is just really about the parallel twin within this bike and how it hits those certain power bands. And so, unfortunately, there's absolutely nothing that you can do about it to fix those vibrations. But that being said, though, I think the Z650 is a tremendous choice for anybody who wants to get into a naked bike and doesn't want to go with the MT-07 or the Suzuki options that are out there. This bike is incredibly approachable. It's a smooth riding bike. The power band is terrific. The slipper clutch is absolutely amazing, and I highly recommend this bike. You can also get excellent deals on these bikes. The 2020, when they added the TFT display, starting to bump the price up a little bit, but right now for the 2019 models, this is a 2017, but for the 2019 models, you can get a brand new one for about $5,600 to $6,000, which is an incredible deal for this bike. You can also, even if you're looking, pick up a Z900 anywhere between $7,000 and $7,600 for a 2019 version. Now, if you got to have that TFT display, then you're going to be paying that premium for those because they just came out for 2021. Yemi Noob just picked up one of these for his giveaway bike series. I'm sure you guys know that channel, but he gives this bike some pretty rave reviews for what it is, and you know he can be super critical about motorcycles, so this bike actually does stand the test of what it is, and Kawasaki did a tremendous job on the Z lineup just in general. That being said, I do recommend going and picking one of these up if you're in the market for a naked bike. Check the used market also. You can get some killer deals in the used market, as I did on this bike. With that being said, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you like it, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It's free, helps me out a lot, and click that bell to get notified when more videos come out. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you in the next video. Later.